Hi, I'm back again. Another DVD update. Been pretty much 2 weeks since the last one went up. Yeah, like I said, another update. This time there are some Blu-rays. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Blu-rays and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 DVDs. So yeah, I'm going to kick off. Try and get this done ASAP, as it's 5 to 1 in the morning on Saturday. Well, Sunday now. And yeah, want to get this sorted. So, first up on Blu-ray we have British sort of, I wouldn't even like to say it's torture, well yeah, it's torture porn basically, but it's a British horror film, Eden Lake on Blu-ray. It's a very, very good film, very, very brutal, probably one of the best of the more recent gore movies, if you know. This is very, very raw, kind of just very British as well. But no, this is very cool. It looks really, really nice on Blu-ray. So there's that one. Next up is a film I've been meaning to get for a long time. It's a film by Johnny To, the Hong Kong film director who did The Mission, Exiled, and the Infernal Affairs films. And this one is Vengeance, with a French actor by the name of Johnny Hallyday. It's also got Anthony Wong in it, who is just off the chain. Now this is really, really cool because it, anyone who's been to my website will see that I've done a feature on the whole heroic bloodshed gun fu genre of action cinema, about John Woo movies and Ringo Lam stuff, and this brings back the old school of heroic vengeance, as themes of brotherhood, redemption, revenge, with some absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning action scenes in this, and yeah, just a very, very good film, very good film. So yeah, there we go. That's the Blue. Next up is a film that is cut by 4.5 minutes in the UK. It is one of the most brutal, disturbing films I've ever seen, and I think, to be honest, I think this is more disturbing in its depictions of certain things than, say, Cannibal Holocaust. But yeah, it's the very controversial a Serbian film. Now this is a nasty movie. It's a very good film, very well made film, although for some reason there seems to be some form of message, hidden message in there about the way the Serbian people are being treated by the government and dictatorships and shit. But I just thought this film was fucked up and just nasty. But there we go, that's a Serbian film. I only recommend this if you can stomach things like Cannibal Holocaust and those kind of very extreme movies, because this isn't for the normal viewer. This is for the this is for horror film aficionados. It's not for your average viewer. It's not for the person who's going to walk into a video shop and rent I don't know, something like Due Date or something like that. This is a specialist audience. But yeah, it's a very harsh film. Next up is Region 3 Blu-ray. It's the American release of Payback, straight up director's cut. This is awesome. I love this film anyway, and the theatrical cut is very, very cool. But I thought the director's cut, which Brian Helgeland was allowed to re-edit from his original stuff after interference from producers and stuff, reshot the third act. This is just such a badass film, and Mel Gibson is just on the money, just such a cool character in this. So yeah, this is very, very cool. Very cool. Final Blu-ray. Unfortunately, this is a Region A locked Blu-ray disc. I do not have a Region free I do not have a multi-region Blu-ray player, but my brother does, which is very handy. And this is the US release of The Runaways with Kristen Stewart, or Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning. Now, if you haven't seen this film, this is one of the best music biography films that I've ever seen. Dakota Fanning completely owns the film. She is phenomenal in this. I think she's only 15, 16 maybe? Even Kristen Stewart is very, very good in this, and she's not as annoying as people may think she is, apart from in those really shitty Twilight films. But yeah, this is very, very cool. And basically those two, Payback and The Runaways, I bought off a customer in work for a tenner, which is cool. So yeah, there we go. That is the Blu-rays. 5 Blu-rays there. Next up, we have DVD time. First up, we have another Steven Seagal movie. Now, what I'm doing, I'm watching the Steven Seagal movies pre-2000, when he went to straight to video hell. I think this is the last film of his to appear in the cinema, but it's Exit Wounds. Now, I watched this, and I thought this was absolutely awesome. It has everything you want. It's got action, it's got gangsters, cops, just very, very cool. And it's from Andrzej Badkowiak, the guy who did like Romeo and Juliet, Cradle to the Grave, unfortunately he did Doom. But yeah, this is a very, very good action film. Some brilliant stunt work in it. Only letdown is what's his name? DMX, who I don't rate at all. But no, this is a fun film. Then we have another Steven Seagal movie, probably his most famous movie, which is Under Siege, where he plays Casey Ryback, former Navy SEAL turned chef on a military boat. I saw this a long time ago. I remember it was very cool, and it has the awesome Gary Busey in it, and Tommy Lee Jones, but Gary Busey is the man. So yeah, there you go, it's Under Siege. Then we have a film I've been trying to get for a long time. Didn't even know it was available on any DVD format whatsoever. Found this in my local second-hand DVD shop. This is the Region 1 release, which is cool. It is Burt Reynolds' stunt movie, Hooper. Very cool film. Saw this for the first time on Sky Movies about 5 years ago, and it had the world's first ever recorded stunt for a free fall from a helicopter, which is very, very cool. And it's from Hal Needham, who did like Smokey and the Bandit. But yeah, Burt Reynolds is badass in this. Jan Michael Vincent, who I'm not really a big fan of, he's also pretty cool in this. And Sally Field as Hooper's wife is very good in this. But this is a brilliant film. Great stunt work in that, and quite funny too. So next we have Kick-Ass. Shiny Kick-Ass cover. Yeah, Kick-Ass is very cool. I think 90% of people who watch these type of videos have seen Kick-Ass. I'm not really going to say much about it, but support independent cinema, as this was independent. It wasn't made by a studio. Yeah, it's the first, well no, the second teaming of Matthew Vaughn and Jane Goldman, who basically knock it out of the park with this. Chloe Moritz, who plays Hit Girl, is just brilliant. Nicolas Cage is just really, really good in this. And yeah, just Kick-Ass is fucking Kick-Ass. So yeah. Then we have, now this is the film that I put number 5 on my top 10 of 2010, because this is a brilliantly well made action film for the money it was filmed on, which I think was 8 million, which is the same budget as Alien was in 1979. But when you consider the fact that most movies these days are made on, well, most action movies are made on a budget of maybe like 90 to 100 or 120 million. This was made on 8 million, and it looks like it was made on 60 million. It's the British action thriller starring Robert Carlyle, Kelly Hu, Ian Somerhalder and Ving Rhames. It is The Tournament. Now, if you haven't checked this out, It is awesome, brilliant stunt work, just amazing stunt work. Some great action scenes in it. Some pretty good acting too as well. It's got Liam Cunningham as well from Dog Soldiers and the recent TV show Outcast. Just a great kind of spin on like Battle Royale, The Condemned, The Most Dangerous Game. Just check this out if you get a chance to, because it's a great fun action film, and Kelly Hu is hot. And then we have one of the best films of last year from one of the best British directors of the moment, director of Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and the classic TV show Spaced. It is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Now, I'm not a big fan of Michael Cera. I find him quite annoying. I find him bland. He seems to play the same character in every movie. But in this, he's very, very good. And so is the lovely Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Ramona Flowers, who is situated there. But no, this is very, very cool. Some great gamer in-jokes, movie in-jokes, especially made for fanboys. It's just a great film. If you haven't checked it out, if you like video games and you like comic books and movies, just cult movies and shit, you should really check this out, because it is really good. And Chris Evans is in it, who is currently going to be, who will be playing Captain America. He is very cool in this. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a very cool film. I say cool quite a lot because these movies are fucking cool. Next up is the special collector's edition Hong Kong Legends release of Drunken Master with Jackie Chan. Now, I've already got this, but I've got the magazine release from Hong Kong Legends, which is the D'Agostino release. Now, I'm glad I've got this one, because this is a badass film. Not as good as Drunken Master 2, which is a phenomenal movie, but this is still pretty cool for early Jackie. It's Mr. Wenwo Ping, who has directed it, and fight choreography by Wenwo Ping. Just a great martial arts movie, very, very clever uses of different 3D, just some brilliant stunt moves, martial arts and stuff. But then it's Jackie Chan, so what do you expect? You shouldn't expect anything less than Jackie Chan. Which I don't understand why he makes shit movies in America when he makes awesome stuff in Hong Kong. I mean, you look at the Jackie Chan stuff he made in America, they're all kids films. He's never done anything substantial, like The Spy Next Door or The Tuxedo or stuff like that. I mean, apart from Karate Kid last year, which was a great film, I will give him that. But he doesn't seem to do anything. He's not given the chance to do anything he does, like his films in Hong Kong, like Shinjuku Incident or A New Police Story, or just anything he's ever done in Hong Kong. He's never given the chance in America. I mean, Rumble in the Bronx is still a Hong Kong movie, but it's set in America, so you can't really judge that one. But this is a great film, Drunken Master. Next up is another Hong Kong Legends release, a special collector's edition of a film starring La Ka Lung, Chin Ka Lok Won Jin. It's directed by David Lai and produced by Sammo Hung. It is the film called The Scorpion King on Hong Kong Legends. This is a special collector's edition, which has quite some extras on the back. Right, basically these two I picked up at the Cardiff International Comic Festival or Comic and Animation Festival the other day. That was £1.50, and it's out of print at the moment. And that was £2.50 or £2, I think it was. I'm not too sure. But this is follows the legends of, as it says, produced by Sammo Hung. This gripping tale details the adventures of Fong Sai-yuk, an idealist young hero who lives vicariously through the legendary martial arts heroes, which he illustrates on the back of his chessboard. Now, a lot of Hong Kong martial arts movies are based on the legend of Fong Sai-yuk, including The Legend, which is a Jet Li movie, and many, many others. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. So that's The Scorpion King, and that's the Hong Kong Legends release. Next up is, as you can see, as you remember, if you watched the last video, you saw that I showed that I recently picked up the Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Now, again, at the Cardiff International Comic and Animation Festival, or Expo, or whatever they call it, at the same table I bought these two was Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo. Now, Yojimbo, if you don't know, is basically it's about a Ronin, a lone soldier who drifts into a town where two rival gangs are at each other, and he starts to play each other off against each other until the end, where there's a big ruckus and people fight to the death. Now, like I said, if you don't really know about it, then you're an idiot, because the story has been done so many times. Last Man Standing, Bruce Willis. It's exactly the same story. Fistful of Dollars. Same story. Just check this shit out. Japanese cinema is amazing. Hong Kong cinema is amazing. People need to take more notice and take more interest in Hong Kong and, well, Asian cinema, because Asian cinema are doing more for the action genre and stuff like that than the West are doing at the moment. I mean, you look at the old films like John Woo's The Killer, which is probably the most insane and probably the best action film ever made, and Hard Boiled as well. And then you look at stuff like City on Fire, which was the basis for Reservoir Dogs. Also, you look at films like Hidden Fortress, which is the Akira Kurosawa film, which is the basis for Star Wars. Same as Seven Samurai was the basis for Magnificent Seven, and what else was there? Battle Beyond the Stars, which is the Roger Corman film. Like I said, you need to take more. People need to start paying more attention to Asian cinema, because Asian cinema is where all the decent, proper films are, especially in Korea now as well. And you've got all the crime thrillers like The Chaser, The Public Enemy. There's I Saw the Devil coming out, Old Boy. Just they're doing some phenomenal crime films, but nobody seems to want to watch them apart from select audiences, because people can't be bothered reading the subtitles. But that's enough about my rants about Asian cinema. Next on to another Asian movie. This time it is a Japanese movie from director Takeshi Miike, director of such lovely movies as Ichi the Killer, Visitor Q, Audition, and this next one, which is the Arrow release of Deadly Outlaw Rika, starring the awesome and badassness of Riki Takeuchi, star of many low-budget Japanese movies, including, not in the low-budget ones, but including Battle Royale 2, Requiem. Why do they call things Requiem? I mean, it was AVP 2 Requiem. Why do they use Requiem? I don't understand. But yeah, this is Deadly Outlaw Rika, or Rika, which is a Yakuza tale, which apparently is very odd. Not seen it yet. Looking forward to it. But it's also got Sonny Chiba, which for me is a reason alone to buy Deadly Outlaw Rika. This is pretty cool. Comes with some stuff. It's double-sided, as usual, with the arrow stuff, which is very cool. But there we go. So that's Deadly Outlaw Rika. And then the final one, my internet friends, is Arrow's awesome release of my favourite horror film of all time, George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. This is the 4-disc edition. This is a lovely package, as you can see. There's 2 there. Now this is very cool. If I show you the back, right, that's the pack shop. To show you this, you have 2 cases. Case number 1, case number 2. Right, now on each thing you have different artwork. So like this first disc 1 and 2, you've got the new commissioned artwork from artist Rick Melton, who does most of the DVD stuff. On the back of that one you have this awesome blood sort of splatter Dawn of the Dead, which is very, very cool, which I'm surprised they didn't use that as the front cover, because that's very, very cool. And you also have the 2 discs. I mean, disc 1 is in my DVD player at the moment because I had to watch it again, and you get a poster and you get a booklet stuff, so I'm not going to go through that. Then the second one is you have this very, very cool gas mask and SWAT kind of face thing, which is very, very cool. And then you have the classic Arrow DVD release of Dawn of the Dead cover there, which is the 4th one, so you get that. And you get the 2 discs inside, so you get disc 4, which has got all the extras on, and disc 3, which has the Dario Argento European cut, which I've still yet to watch. But yeah, that's the awesomeness of Dawn of the Dead. If you've never seen Dawn of the Dead, then you need to, because if you're ever going to watch one zombie epic, make it Dawn of the Dead, because it is a fantastic movie. It's epic in proportions for a zombie movie. Just seriously check it out, because it is A-O motherfucking K. So there we go. That is part 1 of my March DVD and Blu-ray update. Don't know what's going to happen next week. Well, not next week. Week after with Payday. Still waiting for one thing to come. Hopefully that should turn up soon. But until next time, and as I normally say, peace out and love. I'm going to change. I'm going to say, can't think of anything to say. So till next time, as usual, 3D. Peace out. Have a good night.